Back in February of 2020, I went to Italy in search of buying the right dollar home. I drove just about the entire island of Sicily to be sure it was a place I could see myself living. I toured Palermo, the island's biggest city, enjoying typical Sicilian food and city vibes. I also visited the city of Agrigento and the southern coast of Sicily that is kissed by the Mediterranean Sea. Mussomeli, where I purchased my properties, is up in the mountains with huge lots of land perfect for high altitude farming. If you have never heard of Mussomeli, it's worth the visit. It's a small town in the hills of the Sicilian countryside with gorgeous green mountains. It even has a medieval castle that you must see in person as a tourist attraction. As it turned out, all the dollar homes that remained were more work than I was willing to take on. However, I did get my hands on 2 historic properties for just 17,000 euros, and that is what we're here to talk about today. For those of you who already know this story, I'm going to cover the renovations plans for my $5,000 property, as well as provide some insight into how I approach renovations in general. If this is your first time on ENTP Life, here on this channel, I mostly talk about real estate investing, my businesses, and my personal interests that include aviation, travel, food, and all things worth living for. So if this is the sort of thing that interests you, make sure that you subscribe, like, and share this video with anyone who needs a little motivation to go out there and live their dreams. Also, if you're interested in learning how to invest in US real estate, I have a custom program called Killing the American Dream that teaches you how to get started. The link for that program is featured down below. I think the best way for me to show you my renovations plan is to start with a walkthrough of the property so you can see its condition and the current layout. Here is One Paolo Valenza, the property I am most interested in rehabbing. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath corner villetta. When you walk in, you're in the kitchen, the only common area. It's pretty basic, but has some features that I like that I know exactly how to play up. Moving on to the upstairs, which has access from the side door or the staircase from the common area. The first room you come in contact with is the bathroom. It's all white and in fair shape. However, I'm still going to renovate it. The 1-bedroom, which is about 150 square feet, features a Juliet balcony and terrazzo floors. I really don't like terrazzo floors, but I've been begged by a lot of the viewers to keep them, so I'm figuring out how to make it work. I'm sure one of the questions that you have is how much is all of this going to cost? So straight out, let's talk about the budget. On this property, since it's small and in decent shape, I'm not going to spend much. I'm only budgeting for $8,000, and that's to restore it and decorate it. Remember, I bought this property for 5,000 euros with about $2,500 in fees. Add that with the $8,000 budget, and this is a 1-bedroom townhouse running me only $16,000. Not bad for a tiny Italian house. Talking a little more about financial consideration, let's talk about income potential. I can rent this out for about $59 a night on Airbnb. As a long-term rental, I could get between $250 and $400 per month for a renovated property like this on this side of town. Looking at those numbers, I'll earn anywhere between 2 and 3% a month every single month. Comparing that to the usual 1% I target in the United States, that's pretty awesome. For you cash flow investors out there, I got you covered as well. When I start to monetize this property, I'll discuss whether or not it's a good investment and what is the true demand for short-term and long-term rentals. So stay tuned for that. So taking a look at the property again, I'd love to redo the exterior, and I just might. But where I'm starting my work is on the kitchen. The existing cabinets are staying, but I'm going to paint them white and repaint the range to a silver stainless steel look. I'm going to throw some nicer pulls in the doors, add a chimney range hood, and a new stainless steel refrigerator over to the left in that empty area. I'm also going to build a counter height peninsula here for a seating area and additional prep space. These 2 cutouts in the wall will function as storage for wine, china, cooking supplies, and other miscellaneous items. My inspiration for this comes from this book cover. I was walking through Target and I saw it and thought, yep, that's exactly what I'm going to do in my small villetta. Since the room is very cold and white, these wood accents add a little bit of texture. Also, a nice curtain will warm up the space and round it out just a bit. For the bathroom, I first thought about trying to save it, but it's too far gone. It makes more sense to gut it and completely do it over. When I'm planning a space, I create a mood board on Pinterest and browse Pinterest for ideas. I isolate things I like and start to curate my concepts. I like simplicity and mixing in the details of the old world with the new. I'm going for a brighter white bathroom with gray and wood accents. Here's my inspiration. Off to the bedroom. For the bedroom, I'm looking to recreate this look here. adding wall lamps and maybe a built-in closet, or repainting the existing closet and placing it opposite of the bed. If I do change the floors, I'm going with an epoxy floor in a light gray to white color so it matches the floors in the rest of the house. It will also keep it bright and feeling a little bit larger. If I keep the terrazzo floors, buying a rug I love will be mandatory to cover it up. Overall, this project is mostly plaster patching and paint, as well as decorating. I estimate it should take no more than 3 weeks to get it done. What I love about One Paolo Valenza is that it's simply a tiny house in an awesome location. It's only steps away from the main piazza where you can get a great meal and access to all the town's amenities. As a minimalist, I prefer compact, utility-driven homes, so out of all my projects, this is the one that excites me the most. I can't wait to show you the final product. If you're curious about my plans for my other house in Mussomeli, check out my video series on buying Euro homes by clicking on the playlist at the end of this video. This series covers the ins and outs of buying a property like this and the journey that I'm on to buy 12 properties throughout the world. Thanks again for joining me here at ENTP Life. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on so you don't miss a thing. Ciao.